Welcome to the Nikki Rich Show. I'm Miss Nikki Rich. We're here live at Van Nuys Golf Course in Los Angeles, California. We're talking today with Reggie Pinhi Pinuelas, and we're talking golf, fashion, film, and more. So we want you guys to stay tuned and keep it locked. It's the Nikki Rich Show, so we welcome you here today. Hi, it's Nikki Rich of the Nikki Rich Show. We are here live with the one and only Reggie Pinhi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Nikki. How are you?
You
Good
are
to see you,
working on a session, so tell us a little bit about what's going on right now.
Well, this is Graham, one of my favorite students here, and hello
Hi,
everybody.
Graham.
I'm Reggie Pinhi Pinuelas, and what we've been working on here today is his pre-shot routine. Trying to get him to prepare properly for every golf shot. If you have a pre-shot routine, it's solid like your salad dressing. You know, every little thing has to be right. So the pre-shot routine basically just gets your mindset, get your mechanics set before you actually execute the shot. So what we've been working on here today is working on his pre-shot routine. Why don't you go ahead and hit one for me? Show him what we're talking about here. Okay, I'm gonna set a ball right there. These lines represent certain directions. This is for his hands. This is for his club head. So step one is visualize. Step two is rehearsal. And step three is execute. Nice tall finish, very nice. Beautiful, hold that finish. That's a great looking shot, look at that.
You're
Now,
gonna have a
that
lot of
happens.
coordination.
That happens because of preparation. So like a lot of things we do in life, golf is the same way. If we prepare properly, then we can plan our life a little bit better. So I can relate anything to golf to life.
Welcome back to the Nikki Rich Show. We are here live with Reggie Pinhi Pinuelas. I see you here to show us some of your techniques, so let's get that started.
Yeah, okay. Well, first of all, I started playing when I was 30 years old.
Okay.
I've done a lot of sports in my life, everything, you know, all the macho sports. I didn't want anything to do with golf. I didn't think it was that much of a sport. I was an action kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And when I took up golf at the age of 30, I'm not going to tell you how old I am now. I'm 32, actually. There's so much going on in the game. I did all the reading, I did all the videos, all the friends are telling me this, telling me that, and there's just so much going on that it got way too confusing. There's a lot of good information out there, but I had to figure out a way to simplify it. This is not rocket science. I'm just trying to return to a spot and strike a golf ball and make it go where I want. I used to work for McDonnell Douglas, so I know what rocket science is, and this is nothing close to it. But at the same time, with all the intricate things that are going on during a golf swing with your body and the timing and the hands and everything else, there's far too much to try and remember. So just basically really quick, I came up with a little system that works. It works because I'm proof of it and my students are proof of it. If I basic fundamentals, grip, alignment, posture, and learn how to turn my body, I'll return to the same place every time. So I broke it up into a system where I have 3 levels, 2 checkpoints per level, and anybody can do this. You learn how to do the drills, drill 1, drill 2, full swing, and you build your own swing. Swing is like a fingerprint. You got to swing your way because your body's different than me, your height, your timing, your coordination, everything. Nobody swings like me. I swing like me. I can't swing like Tiger. There's similarities, but there's certain things that I have to do my way. So during these drills, the hardest thing I had to realize was staying down, which most people, they tell you, stay down on the ball, hit your head down, blah, 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 all of this. Well, you can't help it because we're human. Anticipation of impact. We want to see the outcome of our efforts before it happens. We rush our whole lives. We rush in love, business, traffic, school, kids to school, everything's a rush, 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 rush. I can't rush this. And this ball seems to make me get excited. You take a perfect practice swing, great. You step up to the ball and you start freaking out. Okay, so what I've done is I've learned to forget about the ball.
Okay, go step away
and step away for a second. I'll show you how I do this. This, my friends, is called masking tape, most people call. I call it magic tape. And the reason why it's called magic tape is because very simply, I put a piece on the ground right there on my hitting mat, or I can place a tee under the ground, and I place it right there. This I don't want to hit, this one I do. Now the reason why I call it magic tape is because I want it to make it disappear. In magic, we disappear, we reappear. I just want to make this disappear with this much of my club dead center. And if I can stay down and do that, swinging right through this plane, squaring up, okay, I almost got it. I'm going to stay down a little bit longer. It's gone. Where's it at? Right in the middle of my club. Okay? So if I do that over and over and over, finally, I pretend under every ball, there's my piece of tape or my tee. All I got to do is get the tape, not the ball. I don't care about the ball. I got the tape again, ball got hit clean. Okay? So, very simply put, drill one, it's the core move. Here, here. Drill number 2, position 3, position 4. Position 5, and my finish is called position 6. So if I do these simple little drills, drill 1, drill 2, drill 3, I build my own swing. Here we go. I'll put 3 balls down. I'm going to do drill 1, drill 2, and full swing. Three levels, 6 locations. Keeps it really, really simple. Now I started doing this drill when I was 30 years old, like I said, when I started playing golf. In 1 year, I went from a 30 handicap to a 9.6, which if you know anything about golf, that's pretty good to be a single-digit handicap. In 3 years, I was scratch, 0. In 6 years, I was a +3, and I was having a chance to go to the tour. And another story about it all, I'll tell you about that, how I lost my chance, but I'm on my way back.
Now, in case anybody wanted to learn more, where could they go to?
You can come here to Van Nuys Golf Course on 6550 Odessa. It's right below the Van Nuys Airport, very easy to find. Or you can find me at Reggie Pinhi #3 @gmail.com. Or you can just call me, 818-297-2972. Get a hold of me on my cell, make an appointment. I'd be love to help work with you on your game. I don't have any failures. Everybody's a success. And it's a beautiful, beautiful game. And like I said, I'd be honored to teach anybody.
And we're going to learn more about Reggie Pinhi Pinuelas. We're going to be talking more about your story and golf, fashion, film, and so much more. So we want everybody to stay tuned.
Excellent. Okay, you ready?
We're ready.
Let me show you how it's done.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is a rangefinder. This tells us how far away we are. I dial this in. It tells me exactly I'm 106 yards away. Okay?
What if you wear glasses? How does that work?
It still focuses in on you and it tells you the actual distance that I'm
Okay.
trying to hit a shot. So if I'm 105 yards away,
Okay.
personally, I don't need a whole lot, so I'm just going to hit a little pitching wedge up there and see if I can get it on the green somehow. Okay? All right. Stand over here on this side,
Okay.
because I'm going to be right here hitting. And that way you can see what I'm doing here. It's a very simple thing to do. All I want to do is just make a nice shoulder turn and stay put. I can't be moving around all over the place. I just want to get back to that spot. Keep it as simple as possible. This is that pre-shot routine. There we go. Nice.
Now, which club is this?
This is a 54-degree sand wedge. So this will throw it up a little higher, land it a little shorter. Okay? So I'm going to do the same exact thing. The swing is always the same. I don't want to change and manipulate my swing. I want to make this divot right there, right underneath the ball again. Just like that. Okay? So here we go. Nice and easy. 100-yard shot. That should be on the green. Right next to the flag. Huh? Then you twist this, tip your hat, say goodbye.
Wow.
Let's go get it.
Awesome.
So now that I'm on the green, once I get on the green, then it's all about putting.
Okay.
And they say you drive for show, you putt for dough. So let's go see if I can make some dough and knock this birdie in. I'm looking down at this. I got about a 10-foot, 12-foot putt. A little downhill. Breaks a little bit to the right, left, so I'm going to aim just to the right side of it and let it trickle down in the hole. So I'm going to pull the flag, get this out of the way. I'm going to step it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's the winner. Hi, welcome back to the Nikki Rich Show. We are here at Van Nuys Golf Course in Los Angeles, California with Reggie Pinhi Pinuelas. Yes, Reggie, we have been having an amazing day today, but now it's time to get to know a little bit about you. So tell us how you got started in golf.
Oh boy, well, I started playing when I was 30 years old. Played every sport there is and got pretty good at most of them and everything. And when I found golf, I realized this is the hardest thing I ever tried in my life. And it really intrigued me so much that I started practicing and practicing and practicing. And I've got filled up with all kinds of information and stuff. And the way I really actually started, my ex-wife, she told me to find a new sport because I was beating myself up playing softball and everything else, all these other sports. And I play hard. I'm a hard athlete. And I'd come home and it'd be Bengay or a sprained knee or a messed up hip or something or whatever. And she's like, you need to find a new sport. I want to keep you for a while. So Santa Claus brought me some clubs that year. And I went out and I played golf. I didn't know anything about golf. Didn't know how to dress or anything. My hair was down to here. I was wearing a red bandana. I had Levi's shorts on with a tank top. Me and my golf bag and red Converse high tops with basketball stripes going down. I looked like Cheech Marin. I walk up to the golf course and I tell the guy I want to play golf, and he looks at me and says, not like that you can't, you know. So I bought some clothes, I started playing, and I got the Jack Nicklaus Golf My Way video. I watched that one time that night. I improved by 10 strokes. I was so excited about it that I went home and watched it over and over and over and over. My ex-wife thought I went crazy. And she went to bed. I watched it till 2 in the morning, over and over, like I said. And I went out the next day and I improved 10 more strokes. So in 2 days I improved by 20 strokes. I shot 30 over par my first day, 20 over par my second day, and my third day I went out and I shot 10 over par.
Wow.
And the head pro is like, you are just a natural athlete or a freak of nature, but something's wrong here. I've never seen this in 45 years that I've been playing golf, so you should think about taking it up. And I'm like, ho hum, okay, fine. So I started playing, I started practicing. I was having issues with everything that everybody was telling me, all of the books, all of the manuals, all the videos, all my friends telling me this, stay down, elbow out, straight, chest, knees bent, everything, and then relax. And I'm like, how am I supposed to do all that and relax? So I came up with my own system. And with my system, I went from a 30 handicap to a 9.6 in 1 year. In 3 years, I was 0. In 6 years, I was a +3, and I was on my way to the tour. And it was unheard of to get good that fast. And I was on my way to nationwide events. I was trying to US Open qualifiers. I was in the PGA school, doing all that stuff and everything. And
getting prepared.
Getting prepared to get to that level, you know? And on the way there, I lost track. I got caught up in the game. I call it the Tiger Woods syndrome. You know, because when you come from nothing and you have everything, all of a sudden you don't know how to act. And it was all about me, and I was everybody's best friend, and I had free dinner, free booze, free chicks, free drugs, you name it. I had everything thrown at me, and I was accepting it all, and I got caught up. And I paid a valuable lesson I learned in 2001. I flipped my van. I got in a terrible car accident, drunk driving, and it was my 5th DUI. I had plenty of warnings up to that point, and I broke my neck. I broke C6 and C7. They told me I'd never play golf at a professional level again without an operation. I literally wanted to die. I didn't have anything to live for. I lost my wife, my kids, my house, my business, my career, my chance to get to the tour. I almost ripped my daughter off of having her daddy for the rest of her life. I was so ashamed and embarrassed and everything that I didn't feel I deserved to live. I wanted to die. Everything I lived for got taken away from me because of my own doing. And I realized that it wasn't the end of my life, that it was the beginning. It took me years to realize that, but that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because before that, I was a taker, and now I'm a giver. And as I'm being uplifted, I'm uplifting everybody around me in my network, anybody that comes across my path. It's just an amazing thing, because now I'm not asking for nothing. I used to flip my pages over in my book of life, so to speak, like this, and now it's one page at a time. And guess what? I didn't turn that page. I let the man upstairs turn the page for me, and I try and maintain that focus so that I stay focused on life. I stay the genuine person that I try to be. You know,
and you're teaching people along the way, not only just giving back, but you're teaching others and telling your story, which is inspiring and helping others as well.
Yeah, I mean, we all hear about stories of this and that and everything else, and people have gotten in a lot more damage, you know, through accidents than I have, and miraculously gotten through it and all this. And I might just be another one of those stories and stuff, but I really believe that the more that we hear about those stories, the more we can help change people's lives and views and values and stuff. And if I can change just one person's life, then I think I did my share. I'd like to change hundreds of thousands or millions if possible, you know, to get my story out there and let people know that there is no give up. You know, if you don't have to quit. Nobody likes a quitter, you know, so stick to your guns, keep yourself healthy, you know. It's funny that all of this has transpired into my TV show that we're trying to do. It's called Chasing the Green. If you go to www.chasingthegreenseries.com, you can see the pilot we've got out right now. And I played his coach, mentoring Alex Wiley up to the tour. He broke his back, so it has a lot of similarities about my life. It's, I like to say, based and inspired on my life. Whether we keep it going, it's a good show. We really want to push it to the next level now. But it's about life, and chasing the green, it doesn't matter what you're chasing. If it's up the corporate ladder with Xerox, or the law firm, or entertainment business, or sports, or anything like that, you better make the right choices, because on your pursuit to the top, the choices you make have ramifications.
When you got hurt, you also you were able to produce a product by the name of Levity.
Oh yeah, well, that's another thing. You're gonna realize about me, Pinhi, that I got a lot of things going on. You know, I got my hands in a lot of pies, and I'm mixing up the fruit. And one of these days, I'm gonna pull my hand out with a bunch of cherries, and it's gonna be good. But speaking of the glove, I own part of this company. It's called Levity. GetTheGlove.com. And we have pads in between the fingers. Now, we just received our patent, and now we're out there to license the glove. And what it does is it relaxes your grip pressure by up to 30% automatically. Death grip is one of the hardest things a golfer has to get rid of, because too tight a grip creates tension. Tension kills your golf swing. So the first thing these things do is they get rid of that death grip, and they relax you, so now you're getting more control of the club. You're getting more distance out of your golf shots because you're more relaxed. But the reason why I really wear these, and I got part of the company and got involved with them, is because of the therapeutic value that these have. That's what they mean the most to me, is because now my hands are in a relaxed state. And what that does, by relieving the grip pressure by up to 30%, I used to have to take a hot shower every night and beat this up to get some sleep.
Wow.
because of playing and teaching and all the fatigue and the pain and everything that would happen. I have nerve damage. I will always have nerve damage, and I will always play in pain. I've got these gloves on, and they relieve the pain and the stress and the fatigue. By the end of the day, I don't hurt so much. These are my lifesavers. These are amazing, amazing product. They're very innovative. They're revolutionary to the game of golf. Most of our biggest clients are senior players. They have arthritis, rheumatism, tendonitis, something going on, something with their hands and all this, and they're ready to quit playing golf. Put on a pair of these gloves or one of them on the hand that hurts the most, and guess what? You've just prolonged your golf career. So I really, really feel that we are helping the industry by coming out with this glove. I'm amazed by the therapeutic value that these gloves have. Baseball, football, race car driving, motocross, anything you're doing with your hands for long periods of time, UPS drivers, everybody, they need these because you're going to have problems sooner or later. So this is not just about golf.
And if you have carpal tunnel syndrome.
Exactly. I got people that drive around town with them. They don't even play golf. I got people that paint houses and rolling and spraying and all of that. Machine shops underneath their big gloves and stuff. They're saving their fatigue on their hands.
I'm excited just to sit down and talk with you. It's so much. I'm inspired myself here at the Nikki Rich Show. And anything else you want to say to the people out there? I tell you, it's been an amazing day. It's beautiful out here.
Well, basically, golf is about patience. Life is about patience. And if you practice that, which I seem to lack, and most of us do, a lot of being patient, I think you're going to like life a lot better by learning how to be a little more patient.
Exactly.
Yes. And so that's probably pretty much my little word I'd like to say today. Word of the day is be patient.
Be patient.
Be loving,
and make that money.
And believe. Be patient, be loving, and believe.
And believe.
Yeah. Tee it high, let it fly, swing it slow, and watch it go.